Hi, this is Jazim again. Yeah. So today's topic that I want to talk about is teenagers' relationship. Yeah. I think this topic can be very interesting, right? So it's a good conversation that you can have with your children, and then you can start by, telling your story when you were, teenager and had a relationship with someone, right? So that might be an interesting topic. Your kids might like to hear about your stories about the teenager time, right? And if your children are your teenager daughter or son is open to share someone that he or she is interested in, or whoever actually has a relationship with, that might be a good conversation to have. I think, and I believe, like, as a human being, I think not just a teenager, it's a very very natural thing to be attracted to someone, and it'll happen in the future. So I think just blocking them in any sort of relationship maybe not as good. Yeah, I know they have to study and all, but I think you need to accept uh, the human nature of being attracted to someone. I think that's a good thing, but I think you need to sort of understand how you can lead them to a healthy, good relationship, I guess. So it is very interesting to talk about, but I think it is going to be a little bit difficult if you want to give some good advice to your children, right? So one sort of good strategy, or I just use it as a strategy that I found is yes, there are a few things that I know for sure that I wanted to share or as an advice to my daughter or son. I don't have a son, so uh, is you can use the voice of the teenagers or who just get out of the teenager phase and who are in the college. And I looked up in the YouTube. There are many, many good tips. The videos that talks about the tips and teenagers' relationship, and it is much sort of a better receptive, I think, for teenagers to hear from peers or a little bit older than them to share their stories and then sharing their tips, right? So I found one video. It was very, very good. So this video was for teenage girls, but I put those video link in the description. You guys can go and watch. But basically, it's something like this, right? So this story basically tells you this particular person was sharing tips, and one of them is just you don't have to be in a relationship. You don't have to be in the relationship for the sake of being in a relationship, right? And she also talks about you shouldn't do anything that makes you uncomfortable, right? And you can just and then you can actually get out of the relationship if that things it doesn't fit you, if it doesn't if you don't feel comfortable, it is okay to get out of a relationship, right? I can easily say these kind of things to my daughter, but I think it is more effective. Or their teenager, like a little bit like a youngster, a little bit older than this teenager person can give advice. Giving advice is very very good thing. I think. Um, so one of the strategies I think is before that, as I always mention, we need to be educated about things, right? I mean, let's do the research, and this is yeah, we can do the research, but if this is a bit of a delivery that how the strategy of delivery of this advice is through the voice of the teenagers or a little older than teenagers, right? So if you look up the YouTube videos, there are many tips about the teenager relationship. Is created by the teenager or a little bit older one, and you can find a very good contents or the contents that is aligned with your thoughts, right? And you can actually send it over to your child, your teenager boy, teenager daughter or son, right? So I think that might be a very interesting, good thing to do, and if you're sharing the video is a good thing that you care about their relationship, and it is a good advice that you already kind of align with, right? So here's a tip for you, parents. Use the voice of teenagers or a little bit older one, and then deliver the good advice to your son and daughter who are having a relationship or wanting to have a relationship. Okay, so a bit of a short video today, but thank you for watching this video and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.